This is Holistic Therapy by Rose Wangari. For all your mental health needs, look no further.
Hi, good morning. Happy New Year. How have you been? It's been so long. I think the last time you shot was before Christmas when you were talking about how to handle your in-laws. I hope that you handled them well, and that's awesome. This is Holistic Therapy. You are welcome. I have really missed you, and as I usually say, this is a safe space. We talk about mental health. We want to make our minds better, because you see, when your mind is all right, when you are thinking positively, you are good to go. So as I promised you this year, we are going to have interviews, and I said that I'm going to invite people who do what I do, and that is mental health. So today I have I have a family therapist, and we are discussing a topic on marriage, and especially when you think you're late. Let me say this, even as we start, it's very important. You know, people prepare for everything else, but they don't prepare for marriage. I usually say, grab that book, listen to that YouTube channel, get a mentor, you know, and that's why we do premarital counseling. Get a mentor. Let someone talk to you as you prepare for marriage, because marriage is not a joke. And you're going to hear more of that from our guest today. She's a good friend of mine, and I really look up to her in so many ways. Imagine she has been married for 40 years. Just imagine. Her last born is even older than I am. So, Irene.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look so good.
Thank you.
Actually, I've realized you're one of the people who have very nice teeth.
Oh, really?
A very good dental formula.
Oh, thank you.
And your skin radiates. What is the secret?
Eating well
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of fruits.
Na hii jua
Naijua.
zinapatikana wapi? All right.
You have to invest in your health.
Exactly.
Whether the economy is bad or good,
Yes.
your health is very crucial.
Very. Wow. Tell us more about yourself. What do you do?
My name is Irene Mudhoniwakayo. I'm born again Christian with one husband and 4 kids. I'm a therapist. I deal with family mostly.
Yes.
And I'm here so that we can discuss about those young people who are over 30 years and they are kind of desperate of getting spouses.
Yes.
And I want to assure them, all is not lost.
Yes. Oh, that's a very good start. You know, I've realized that if you take too long before getting married, there's a way you get desperate. And you know, when you get desperate, you lose values, because you know that values are what makes someone a human being. So sometimes you say, I will remain chaste until I'm married, until your clock ticks and you're like, this chaste is not paying off. The desperation.
Yes.
How do you deal with the desperation of not getting married on time?
First,
Yeah.
when you're getting to 30 and you're not married,
Yeah.
there are so many questions you should ask yourself.
Yes.
You look at the biblical ways of getting married.
Yeah.
Why marriage?
Yes.
Am I getting married for convenience? Am I getting married for material?
Yes.
Am I getting married so that I can only have a man in my house?
Or even a big wedding and a big gown, a ball gown.
Yes. Why? What is the reason you're getting married?
Yes.
You ask yourself those questions. And if you are a Christian, there is this waiting on God.
Yes.
Because you might rush and get the wrong partner.
Exactly.
So it's always good to wait so that you can get the right person. And also you look back at your family. Because in your family, maybe people get married at 20,
Yes.
people get married at 30, others at 40. Don't just look at the world.
Yes.
Go back to your family
And see.
and see the trend.
Yes.
When you see that trend, you'll be able to know where you lie. You don't have to stress yourself.
Yes.
Because when your time comes, you will
get
get
married.
married.
That is very right. And maybe I would also ask, I found people who are not married at the age they should be getting married.
Yes.
But the problem is them. because they are not emotionally mature. You know, when you can't hold a conversation with someone you want to marry, sometimes that's a personal issue, and that's why we tell people to invest in counseling so that you can deal with the traumas. And other people, you're going to address that. They come from broken marriages, from broken families, and you're like, am I going to get married and divorced like my dad and my mommy did? What would you say about that?
Yeah, that is also a fact.
Yeah.
Especially those who are brought up by single parents. They don't see the need for marriage.
Yes.
Because they have a role model up there who is not married.
Yes.
And this will take now the counseling to tell you are not like that other person.
You can form your own identity.
You can form your own identity.
Yes, because you are your own person.
You are your own person.
Yeah.
And you can also go, you can go ahead and look for a partner who is not like that father who was bullying your mom.
Yes.
Because that's a big fact.
Yeah.
You look at your dad, how he's behaving in the house, and then you say,
I'll never get
married.
Yeah.
And that is a very, very big problem, especially with the young people who are very sensitive nowadays when it comes to marriage. Yeah.
As you've said, you know, there is a lot of fear. Many people are not getting married, not because they don't have someone to date, but because they are fearing my marriage is going to fail. Because if you look at the TV, on the TV, everything, they just portray, the mainstream media and the social media, it portrays marriage as this thing where you get in and lose your head and lose parts of your body, you know. But they also don't display marriages which are working. You are married for 40 years, and you can say you're not. You don't look like you've been in marriage for 40. You look like you have been there for 15 years. So there are marriages which are working. So how do you deal with this fear of marriages they're full of violence? Yeah.
To my perception, these marriages that are bullying and causing all fears when you enter into a family, there's a reason.
Yes.
Because most girls or most men, they are marrying for the wrong reasons.
Yes. Yeah.
You are not marrying because you love that person. You know, during our time, when you're getting married, it didn't matter what that man has. Whether he's living in a hut, whether he has one coffee table, you just
whether he's sleeping
on the floor.
Yeah, you don't mind.
You don't mind. You loved with the heart.
Can a today's lady do that?
No.
Why?
No.
I think the bed is better.
The bed is better.
Yeah.
But you know, there is no true love.
There's no connection.
There is no connection.
Yes.
When those people meet, they're asking one another, what do you have?
Exactly.
What are you driving?
How do you merge?
How do we merge?
Yeah.
So if you don't have this, then you are not mine.
Yeah, it's like a contract. Yeah.
And the men are very clever nowadays. They will look at a girl and they read their psychology. This girl just wants money. Yeah. She wants a good car.
Yes.
So the boy will go and hire a good car.
And come and lie.
Oh
dear.
And take this girl for an outing. So they even take girls to their friends' houses.
Wow.
Yeah, to show them how poshy they are living.
What about the shock when you get married?
That is now where the fight comes in.
Yes.
Because you don't have
lied.
what you lied.
Yeah.
You don't have what she was expecting. She was so expectant that she's going to live a posh life, only to find that it's not love.
And so you are saying that you should go back to authenticity, that love, like you should love someone
just the way they are. Yeah, just the way they are. I watched another video yesterday of a girl who married a disabled person with no hands. Yeah. And it was trending all over. And the reasons she loved that man, the way he is. Yeah. And you could see they really...
Does the man have money?
No. No,
Are you sure?
No, he doesn't have money.
Okay.
He doesn't have money. And the girl could lift the boy up because he doesn't have hands.
Oh,
And it was true love. That is what we call true love.
we are really lacking
When
that
you
in the
marry,
society today.
we don't have it. We don't have it in our society today.
Yeah.
And that is why there are so many problems in marriage. I wish we can go to the roots.
Yeah.
And even as parents, especially the parents of my age,
Yeah.
we are very, very wrong. The foundation of our children is very weak. Because I am busy looking for money, I don't have time for my children.
Yeah. So you don't have time to put values
In
like what
this
will hold that person together.
Yes, together.
Even when they are looking for a spouse to get married.
To get married.
Yeah.
And even when they are courting outside there, they don't bring those boys and girls home.
Yeah.
They will come when they
They're
are coming
scared.
to tell you you are getting married.
Yeah.
So they are scared. Why? Because when the mother sees the girl with a boy, I don't want to see you with that boy.
Yeah.
You see? When the mother sees the boy with a girl, I don't want to see you with that girl.
Yes.
Now they get fear. You know, they are fearful.
So they just caught there.
They get
married there.
They will come. They even get married.
And even they will come when they have children.
They have children.
Because you can't reject
or the girl
kids.
is pregnant.
Yes.
And you have nothing to do at that
So
time.
you quarrel for 10 days and then you're like,
You're like,
yeah. Can you talk about the social skills?
Yeah.
Because you're able to interact with people because you can communicate.
Yes.
Because we are bringing up kids, they are so much on their phones, they don't have time for human conversation. So when that person goes into the dating world, they really don't understand, how do I communicate respectively to this person? How do I set boundaries? How do I say I don't want this? Let's talk about social skills. How do you put these, how do you bring up a kid who can talk about what they don't want? They can know when their values are being crossed. How do you do that?
Now, it's very unfortunate because even our girls and boys, they are dating online.
Oh, yeah.
Not even internationally.
Yes.
But even here locally.
Yeah.
And they are meeting when they are getting married.
Yes.
So when they get into that house, there is no communication.
Unless they talk on phone.
On phone. They are trying to learn
even
one
when they're
another.
in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now when the girl gets offended, now they start quarreling. So it is our duty as parents. These young people, let us discourage them on looking for people who are away from them.
Like,
I wish
you are dating a person you can see.
Yeah,
like,
you can
what
see.
Is that?
That is
A person you can only talk to.
You can only talk to.
You have never seen.
And you have never seen them.
Yeah.
And the day you see them, you are like, oh, is this the man I want? This is
maybe
not
the
what I
height.
wanted. The height.
Maybe
the
they
color.
usually talk when they are seated. And maybe when you look at them, maybe they have bleached.
Maybe
they don't have teeth. Nowadays people put. The online dating thing is.
Yeah. So it's our duty as parents to educate our children since they are young. Yeah. The phones are okay because they're educative, but they are also spoiling. There's advantages, disadvantages of these phones. So you create time at home. You as a parent, create time with your children. Be friends with them.
Yeah.
Let them open their hearts to you. Let them tell you about their relationships, and you will be able to advise them. So to me, as parents, we have closed to our teenagers and our youths. We don't communicate. You just go into the house and you find them asleep. You wake up in the morning, you leave them asleep. Over the weekends, they go out on their way and you go out on your way. You meet again in the evening.
So there is no communication.
No communication.
And also, you have reminded me, there are also these marriages where, your kids, they bring up families modeled what they see at home.
They see at home.
So if at home they never see you talk. Do you know that marriages where people don't talk?
Yeah.
You're just like, chai iko wapi? Iko wapi mandazi? Like nimeenda job, so bibi anasema sawa. Bado amelala. There's no conversation.
There's no conversation.
You have never seen your parents laugh together. You have never seen them hug. So even when you get married, you're like, where do I start? How do I love this person? So can you talk to parents about that modeling, that example? Because the example you said is how your kids grow up and they get married.
When they get married. What I would like to tell our parents that we should be the best of models in the house.
Yes.
When it comes to family, the father and the mother should sit those children down when they are small.
Yes.
Teach them how to pray. Teach them on relationships.
Yes.
Let them look at you, both of you.
Yeah.
When you want to quarrel, don't quarrel in front of them.
Should you not?
You shouldn't quarrel in front of the children.
They should not know that people quarrel.
No, they should. You should not quarrel
Violently.
Violently.
Yeah.
Go to the bedroom, quarrel there.
What if they hear you through the?
Arguments are there in the family.
Yeah.
But
even in the healthiest of
arguments.
families.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are healthy arguments.
Yeah.
And healthy arguments, you can involve your children.
Yeah.
But toxic arguments, you should not involve your children.
Yeah.
Because you see, like
you
now
traumatize them.
Yeah, when the children go to school and they go to an environment where there are abusive teachers, they will come and start abusing in the house.
Yeah.
The same with the house. Whatever you do in the house,
they watch you.
Yeah, they watch you.
They say the first teacher is the parent.
Is the parent. So it is good always start at home. And that is why even in the Bible you say start at Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Start at home. When these children go out there, let people, when they see those children, they say, wale watoto wa Mama Njeri.
Yes.
You see?
And you can't be ashamed of them.
Yeah, you cannot be ashamed of them.
Yeah.
But as parents, we have completely neglected, especially our teenagers and our youths. And that is why you fight whatever you are fighting happening in the society today.
I agree. And can you say that the parents who are getting married nowadays, they don't really know what... I believe that, okay, we can blame our teenagers, and the people who are not married, that they don't have the social skills. Sometimes I also blame the parents. Sometimes I think the parents also don't have social skills.
They don't.
How many parents can communicate constructively without it escalating into an argument? So we also don't have the skills we want our generation to have, right? So would you say that we need to invest in ourselves as parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
As parents, we need to invest in ourselves.
Yeah.
And also, let us be emulated by these children.
Yes.
Because if they emulate us today, they are lost.
Yes.
They are lost because of what is happening. It is not proper. Yeah.
I've had parents say, tell their children, don't do as I'm doing. Create your own path. I always find that very ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Because your child is looking up to you. The fears, because now we are talking about marriage, the fears we have that people don't want to get married, they're getting those fears from home. Look at kids who have healthy mentality when it comes to dating and family. They are allowed back at home.
Yes.
Can you talk about confidence? You can't date when you're not confident.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
And if there is no confidence at home, if your parent has not backed you, there are even girls who fear boys.
Yeah.
And there are boys who cannot even talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Because of fear.
Yes.
They don't have any confidence. Because at home they have been ridiculed.
And quieted.
They
don't
by
have
the
a voice.
parents. They don't have a voice.
Yeah.
It is good. Since the ground, when these children are young, let them know there is always a relationship.
Yes.
There is always a relationship. And this relationship, it can be a mature relationship.
Yes.
Not a relationship that you end up to be something else. You can guide them to go on a healthy relationship, step by step. Let even that boy come to your house and see a mother-in-law who is welcoming.
Yeah.
A mother-in-law who can also advise.
Who is not materialistic, because now you can bring a son-in-law at home and they see him as a wallet.
Yeah. Now that is
to
another problem.
Yes. Talk to them.
Yeah, parents, the young men are not our ATMs.
And financial investment.
When he comes home, don't start looking at what you have
and you leave your job.
You leave your job because you have somebody to feed you.
Yes.
It is for your daughter.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you educated that girl
Yes.
so that she can have a better life.
Yeah.
And when she gets a better man,
Yeah.
it is our joy
Mm.
that your daughter is somewhere
Yeah.
where you are not having sleepless nights.
Yes.
Whether your daughter has been butchered or hanged.
Yeah. And also, you have reminded me of, you know, now that one of the reasons why young men are not getting married, it is because when you take a husband home, they want to know, where does he work? How much does this young man earn?
Yes.
If you say that he has a lot of money, they take immediately, even before seeing him. But if you say, anafanya vibarua vya mjengo,
anaendesha matatu.
Yeah, ama baiskeli. The guys are like, yeah. Can do you believe that people can find each other when they don't have stuff, and God blesses them and they merge well together?
Yeah, you know, in marriage,
yeah,
it is a journey.
Yes.
And every journey, it starts with one step.
Yes.
So when you start low and you take your marriage as a step, do you have a stool today? We don't have.
Yes.
You budget for that stool.
Yes.
And you know, you are not going to remain there forever.
Yeah.
These people, one day they will get a good job. One day, you know, they will empower themselves as they grow in marriage. Like us, I can't say I started where I am.
Yeah.
I started very low.
And now I'm such a big mansion. I love your house.
Really?
You're so blessed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I didn't start there.
Yeah.
I started somewhere. And this marriage needs patience.
Yeah.
It needs patience.
A lot of
patience.
Yeah.
There's no patience in marriages.
Yeah.
These young people, they want instant, everything instant.
Actually, they say you learn long suffering in marriage.
In marriage, yeah. So
bearing with one another. Yeah.
And now that you know, you have to bear with one another.
Yeah.
Biblically, if you talk about marriage, it is about having security for one another.
Yeah.
And also providing for one another, and also submitting for one another, and also loving one another.
Yes.
And without love, nothing will come.
It's true.
So it's good we advise our children, don't go for those material things.
Yeah.
Let God bless the works of your hands, and you will get to what you want.
Yeah.
Because even when you are single, you have a vision.
Yeah.
You know what you want. You work for it.
Yes.
You don't just go and get it. You work for it. So even in marriage, you know how your marriage, you want in your marriage. You know the end of your marriage, what you want. Why don't you start here and look at this vision of where you want to take your marriage? Both of you.
Yeah.
You work together.
Yes.
And one day you will enjoy. And that is why you are finding those people who marry for the wrong reasons, like prosperity, they end up in divorce.
Yes.
They end up in depression. They end up in high blood pressures because they never achieved what they wanted.
Yeah.
But if you marry for the right reasons, things change.
Yeah.
Things change in the
course of marriage. You know, marriage is a long journey.
It's a very long journey. Yeah. But if you marry for the right reasons, and the right reason is loving this man, loving this woman, you will go far. And even when challenges come, you'll be able to hold together.
Yes.
You will be able to walk together.
You talked about something, patience.
Yeah.
Long suffering. Do you know you can't be patient with someone you don't love?
Yeah, you can't. You can't be patient. And that is why you are finding when you marry for the wrong reasons, there is no patience. Yeah. Because you want something instant.
At the strike of a little challenge, you have killed each other.
You have killed each other. Because your heart is not
there. It's not there. Yes.
You are somewhere else. And that is why you are finding a girl is married, but she has another relationship. Yeah. Of another person whom she loves out there.
Yes. Or even a man.
Or even a man.
Yeah.
So you find
he has this business.
Yeah.
Works that he has to go for 4 days in a week.
4 days in a week.
So he has another marriage. He goes for the 4 days in a week, and then he comes back for. What is that? That's a mess.
That is a mess. And
because there's no love, there's no commitment.
Anything that is done in darkness, it has to come up into the
we are
light.
seeing that
So
today.
one day, whether you hide or go out there, one day it will be revealed and it will be very shameful. So why don't you take time until you get the right person?
Yeah. Someone who loves you for you.
Yeah, for you.
They won't feel like you're occupying their space wrongly.
No. So it's always good to wait.
Yeah.
I don't blame those who are above 30. Yes, there are disadvantages because there are advantages of getting married when you're above 30. Waiting is not bad. And you can cover those disadvantages. You can recover them in the process. But by the end of the day, you will end up with a happy relationship, a happy marriage.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, as we come to the people who are getting married when they're later, I've been thinking of the reason why it is very important to marry your friend. And you know, friendship is built during dating because I believe, you know, there are those people who are not married, there's how they see marriage. They see marriage in terms of sex. They think that the whole day, the whole night, people have sex all the time. If that is the case, you would be seeing people walking
around here.
You would be all in bed.
Yes.
So it's about. It's not even about the things people think they are, you know, there is that artificial side of marriage and that reality. I think friendship, and maybe you're going to tell us your point of view. You know, when you marry your friend, like you're my friend, if you're in a love relationship, maybe with another person, it's easy for me to forgive them because they are my friends, because I have no expectations of them. I don't expect them to give me money, to have romance with me. So when you have a friend in your spouse, you're able to forbear. What do you think about that?
That is awesome. When you have a husband as your friend,
or even a wife, it is so awesome because you overlook. You are able to overlook. Yes.
You know, when you meet with this person, you have your own strengths, and he has his own strengths. He has his own weak points, and you have your own weak points.
Yes.
So, by loving, you are able to make his weaknesses to strengths.
Yes.
And he's able to make your weaknesses to strength because there is no grudge between you are a friend. You know, if I come to you and tell you, Rose, you are my friend, you offended me here, and I tell you, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to rectify. You know, that is the way a marriage works.
You don't keep a record of wrongs.
You don't keep a record for friendship.
Yes.
Every day is a forgiving day.
Yes.
Every day. And you are able to embrace correction. You are able to embrace.
Because you don't have ego.
You don't have an ego.
Yeah, because friendships don't thrive on ego, but sometimes people put ego in marriage.
In marriage. They put ego in marriage.
Yes.
And this mentality our girls and boys are having of is a contract.
Yes.
It's a wrong mentality.
Yeah.
And that is what is leading to what we are seeing today in the society. So I wish we can educate them and tell them marriage is not a contract.
Yes.
Marriage is not prosperity. Marriage is not whatever you are getting from this man or the figure of this man or the figure of this girl.
Yeah.
Marriage is not beauty. Marriage is who this person is.
And can you live with them?
And you know, marrying is cleaving.
Oh yeah,
you have
to
live.
Cleave.
Yeah, you
and
live and cleave.
Yeah,
you
oh
live
God, you can't cleave somewhere you don't want to cleave.
You cannot.
Yeah,
you cannot cleave.
Yeah,
you can. You know, you'll be wishing that person is not even in the house.
Yes, you're happy when they are gone.
They are gone,
and then you are sad when they are back.
They are back.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yeah.